Mic check, Mr. Microphone check. What's going on with y'all? GQ's Point of View podcast episode 2. This is the Monday's maintenance edition. When your idols become your rivals. And yes, I put idle like you're idling, sitting in place. I'll get to that in a second. But I'm going to wait for a little bit of people to tap in. Ain't too many people know about what I'm doing right now, but so we're going to get started in a second. But tap in, show some love, like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. Again, this is the Monday's maintenance edition, where we will be checking in mentally, kind of mapping out the rest of our week, giving in some motivation, you know what I mean? And just, kind of just, like I said, just mapping out the week so we know what we're doing. We got a whole week ahead of us, a new week. So let's, plan some shit out and execute. Again, this is GQ's Point of View, episode 2. Monday's maintenance edition. When your idols become your rivals. I'm gonna let that breathe real quick. All right, let's go ahead and tap in. Welcome to the podcast. Again, this is GQ's Point of View, episode 2, Monday's maintenance edition, where we will be checking in mentally and just mapping out the rest of our week, making a plan, putting a plan forward. The title of this podcast will be When Your Idols Become Your Rivals. Look, and I know some people are going to be like, oh, you spell idols wrong. You spell idols. I'm not talking about the people you look up to. I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about when you keep on sitting still, you will become somebody that you do not like. You will become unhappy with yourself. You will become your own enemy slowly. As you keep staying still, you will slowly become your own enemy. So this is why this is called the Monday's maintenance edition. Every Monday we'll be tapping in, just checking in mentally, mapping out the rest of our week. We need to start planning shit ahead. You know what I mean? Like there's this quote, there's this African proverb that says, when kings lose distraction, they become servants. When kings lose direction, they become servants. So when you do not have a plan, from the moment that you wake up, you should be planning on doing something. Wake up on purpose. You feel me? So right here, I got just a quick little, just a quick little to-do list. I got it from when I wake up, wake up 12 o'clock noon. I do work graveyard, so please, like if you say noon, like that's why. So I got it mapped out for what time I need to go to sleep, 5 o'clock in the morning, to what time I need to wake up, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I got supposed to walk my dog, do push-ups, sit-ups, make some tea, do insanity, do my workout, cook eggs, go to the sauna, go to work. You know what I mean? And then tonight I will be doing my podcast for the Wednesday weigh-ins edition, just weighing in on all the hot topics that's going on in the sports world. But today, this is Monday's maintenance edition. So I wanted to get started with a couple of things that I had, a couple of clips from a couple of movies that I had. And I just think these are important just because, they just hit me. Sometimes I'll record, when I'm watching a movie and it'll be like a real deep part. So I recorded these about like a month, 2 months ago, and I just remembered and I wanted to put these in here. So let's go ahead and tap in with them. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm gonna play one more time. All right, so basically what it is that's off of Poetic Justice. And it's Tupac's mom. He had just came home because he found his girlfriend doing crack and sleeping with some man in their house while she had the baby. So he brought the baby back to his mom's house, and his mom is just getting on him, telling him, "You need to stop playing those video games," while he has the controller in his hand, and says, "You need to figure out what you're doing with your life. Time ain't forever." So that kind of hits this podcast perfectly, because it's like so many people are just waking up and they don't have a plan. We have visions. I've had this vision of doing this podcast forever, and for some reason I haven't put it into motion. You know what I mean? I've tried doing it. I'm waiting on other people. I'm trying to get shit set up, and it's just like it's taking too long. So at this point, I'm just starting to map shit out, and I'm starting to do it by myself. Hopefully, this will grow into something bigger. But for now, you feel me? I got to do what I got to do to get this started. Now, before we move on, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to share this with your people's people, so that you know, you know you've shared it with enough people once, you know, your mama, sees you in a car and be like, hey, that one podcast GQ's point of view. He's spitting out some game on there. He's dropping gems. So when she tells you about it and you didn't even tell her about it, then that's when you shared it with enough people. You did. So now, boom. We're gonna go ahead and go into this next clip. I had recorded this one too, but I found this on YouTube, so it's a little bit better. So let's go ahead and touch in on this.
A good man draws a circle around himself and cares for those within. His woman, his children. Other men draw a larger circle and bring within their brothers and sisters. But some men have a greater destiny. They must draw around themselves a circle that includes many, many more. Your father was one of those men. You must decide for yourself whether you are as well.
All right, again, we just gonna play it back one more time. So this is off that movie, 10,000 BC, and he's talking about the difference between a good man, a great man, and just all that. So let's go ahead and, look at it one more time. I want you guys to really listen to it and listen to what he's saying.
A good man draws a circle around himself and cares for those within. His woman, his children. Other men draw a larger circle and bring within their brothers and sisters. But some men have a greater destiny. They must draw around themselves a circle that includes many, many more. Your father was one of those men. You must decide for yourself whether you are as well.
Okay, and I'm gonna end that with decide who you want to be in life. There's this quote that Tupac used to say, where in one of his songs he says, "How will you be remembered? Who were you? How did you put it down?" So yeah, again, this scene right here really touched me, just because it's like, I don't have any kids, I don't have any brothers, any sisters. At this point, I'm 32. You feel me? I don't have any kids. I mean, I kind of don't even have a girlfriend right now. So shit, like, I don't know where, I don't know what the future holds for me. But at this point, it's like, I don't know. I want a family. I've been wanting a family for a long time, and since the kids card isn't in my deck right now, and I don't have kids, maybe it means that I'm supposed to make a family, a bigger family. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to do with this podcast. I'm trying to reach the people that need to be uh spoken to. You know what I mean? So I want to teach and I want to learn as well. I want to heal. I want to be healed. I want to, create a safe place to where uh people can, especially men, because as men, we don't really have places to where we could like really get mentored, and have open discussions about things that are going on in our life. So when I want people to be able to join the Discord so that we could talk. We could create a community that feels like a family. Um, so yeah, again, This is the Mondays maintenance edition. When your idols become your rivals. See, look, I've been sitting still for so long. When you do not have a plan, look, your plan every time every day you should have a plan for every single day. Now you should have a plan for the week. So what you should do is you should map out. You should have a calendar. Your calendar should map out the entire month. You know what I mean? And then you should have a notebook to where you're mapping out the week. You feel me? And it's kind of just an overall, this is what I'm doing every day, check, 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 just so you can remember. If you ever forget, sometimes you'll forget, like, oh shit, I was supposed to go to the grocery store to buy some soap. Sometimes you forget, it slips your mind. So write it down, just at the beginning of the week, every Sunday, every Monday, just do your maintenance on yourself. You feel me? Check your inventory. Check where check where you're running low at and what you need to re-up on. You feel me? So with this, and then after you do that, you should have a plan for each day. You feel me? So you have one for the month, one for the week, and then one for each day that goes into details. And then before you go to sleep, you should write down your plan for the next day. You know what I mean? And then when you wake up, you should touch bases on it. And then depending on what time you wake up, hopefully you following your wake up pattern, you doing all that. But you able to kind of just do your inventory and see like what you can do, what you can do without. You know what I mean? If you need to cut some things off, if you need to add something to it, you should be doing that every morning. And then every day, your plan, the plan that you mapped out, that is your compass. You feel me? That is your north star. So that's your direction. That's the direction you should be going in. Again, an African proverb says, when kings lose direction, they become servants. You feel me? So when you wake up and you don't have a plan, all you're doing is you're just wasting time at that point. You feel me? You're just floating around. We're on the earth and we're floating around this big ass space, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you believe. You feel me? We're on this big ass earth and we just floating around. So if you don't have a plan and you don't set your day up to what you want to do, all you're doing is you're floating around and you're just wasting time. You feel me? You're gonna wake up one day, you're gonna be 30. You feel me? You're gonna be 40, you're gonna be 50, and you ain't did shit with your life. And trust me, this is how I feel about myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've done a lot. I've accomplished some things. Look at it, look at all them trophies. But whoop de doo. You feel me? What does that do for me now? You feel me? I'm trying to. Um, I just have so much more that I want to accomplish, and it all begins with mapping things out, planning things out. I know you guys have heard that that quote that says, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You feel me? I don't know if you guys watched that was that King Richard, or was it, I think it's King Richard, right? Let me see. Yeah, King Richard. Yeah, and so pretty much it was Venus and Serena's dad, and he was just he told them every single day. You feel me? He manifested their whole life, and he told them every single day to write down your plans at night, and then when you wake up, look, check it. You feel me? Basically the same things that I'm telling you. This is just a Monday's maintenance. You feel me? Check in with yourself, and just set up a goal. Make goals. You feel me? Like, be goal oriented, be goal driven. You feel me? And be creative. You feel me? Whatever you choose to do, be creative and surround yourself around the people that support you and that want to see you do the best. Um, so I didn't really know how I was gonna go into this. I was kind of trying to decide of whether I wanted to give advice on, like, let's say cold shower, semen retention, just breakfast in the morning, making your bed. I was thinking of whether I should give advice on all that or not. And to be honest, since this is the first episode of the Mondays Maintenance Edition, I just wanted to check in and tell you guys to map things out. You feel me? That is going to give you direction in your life, and hopefully from there, when you do what you're supposed to do, you'll just fall into your purpose. You feel me? Wake up with a purpose. Wake up on purpose. You feel me? When you wake up, don't just turn over and look at your phone and just waste hours. I've done it. I've been doing it for a long time. So don't just do that, because one day we're all gonna get sick. One day we're gonna die. One day we're not gonna have as much energy as we used to have. One day, shit. One day we could have a heart attack. You feel me? We all doing shit that we shouldn't be doing. Like, drinking pop, eating fast food, doing all kind of shit. One day we could really just wake up and have a heart attack, have a stroke, and we wouldn't be able to do everything uh that we had a vision for. You feel me? This is me having a vision. I have a vision of doing these podcasts. I want to do a sports podcast. I want to do a music podcast. I want to do a motivation podcast. So basically, this is me just getting started, and hopefully, once I build some momentum, I could get my homies to buy into it, and we could, kind of start doing our own podcast. You feel me? Bigger things, and things will just work out for itself. You feel me? So this is just me. Like again, this is Monday's maintenance. I am just checking in with my inventory, you know, and making a plan. You feel me? Planning shit out. That's it. Uh, Again, the title of this podcast is "When Your Idols Become Your Rivals." Because when you stand still, when you keep sitting still for so long, you slowly start to dislike yourself. You slowly become your worst enemy. When you're not working out, you feel me? So let's say this, just to put it in simple terms. Before we go on any further, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new, and share this with your people's people. You did. Um, but anyway, so let's say that you have a plan on working out. You want to be fit. Okay, so if you never take a foot in that direction, if you never take a step in that direction of working out and taking care of your body, even eating, mapping out your diet and really figuring out what you need to be putting inside your body, 1 week will pass, 2 weeks will pass, a month will pass, 3 months will pass, a year will pass, and your body will start to get pudgy. It'll start to get soft. And then you'll start waking up every single day looking in the mirror and being like, damn, I do not like what I'm seeing. You feel me? And that's what I mean by when your idols become your rivals. When you have a vision of what you want to do and you are not putting a plan in motion, and you're not taking a step into that direction and executing your plan, you will slowly start to become your own worst enemy. You feel me? So I'm gonna just end it right there. You feel me? That's a quick little podcast. I wanted to tap in real quick. Next week it'll be a little bit longer. I'll talk about cold showers, and I think I'm gonna just focus on one thing a week. So I'll focus on cold showers and probably something else. I don't know. We'll see. But this week tonight, I did come out with this podcast late. This is Tuesday. I was supposed to drop it Monday, but I'm still trying to figure things out. You feel me? Like I'm doing this all by myself. You feel me? So there's no blueprint to this. Um, it's just me. Taking a swing. You feel me? In the dark and hoping that I hit something. You dig? Um, so yeah, tonight when I get off of work, I work graveyards again. So I'll be at work from Tuesday, 5 p.m. and I'll be getting off of work maybe at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday, and I will be staying on my Wednesday weigh-ins edition where I'll be weighing in on all the hot topics that's going on in the sports world. You feel me? There's a lot that happened this week. There's a lot of trades. The trade deadline just passed. KD went to the Suns. Denver made a little bit of moves. You feel me? The Lakers made some moves. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. I mean, no, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. The Eagles choked it away. So we got a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's really too much going on in the boxing world right now. We're still waiting on that Ryan Garcia and Tank fight to be finalized. But I will be tapping in on all that later on tomorrow morning. So if you enjoyed what you've seen, again, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new, man. Just help support me. Like leaving a like is free. It's free. So if you really support what I'm doing, you know what I mean, go ahead and just leave me a like, bro. Come on, you feel me? I ain't asking for much. I ain't asking you for a dollar or nothing. You feel me? I'm just asking for some love. That's it. You feel me? It's free. But anyways, man, that about do it for this podcast. I appreciate you if you tapped in, and if not, I mean, shit. Eventually, you going to see my podcast again. I'm gonna be doing them on Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and I know it's Tuesday today, but I still had to get the Monday out. You feel me? So Monday morning, Tuesday morning, I'm gonna try to do some music. I'm gonna try to do a music podcast. I don't know if I'm gonna do it Friday or Saturday, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure shit out. I'm just taking a step in the right direction. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I hope you're taking care of yourself. Man, get some exercise, get some sun, drink your